In your conversations with other people, do you often say, weight loss is so hard? Everybody struggles. I just can't lose weight. Nothing ever works for me. Welcome back to the JoLynn Braley Show. This is episode number 191. We are myth busting today on the question, is it really possible to enjoy your weight loss journey? Hello, welcome back to the JoLynn Braley Show, or welcome if this is your first time here. I am JoLynn Braley, permanent weight loss coach, weight loss mindset expert, and I'm the founder of the Inner Self Diet. The Inner Self Diet is the diet for your mind. It's the only diet that matters. Why? Because if you don't get your mind right, you're going to have a heck of a time getting your body right. You will continue to struggle, battle, and complain and keep overeating because it's easier to do all of those things when your mind is not in the right place. So if you want to stop struggling with food and your weight, I'll tell you right now, you got to get your mind in the right place. You've got to get a weight loss mindset. You can do this, and it does require action, different action than what you're used to doing. It's all possible if you want to do it. If this is your first time tuning into the JoLynn Braley Show, I have a free download that you can go grab right now. Go over to www.easyfunweightloss.com, and I have 3 simple steps in that free download to help you start making weight loss easier from the inside out. These are things that I haven't done a free weight loss podcast about, so you're getting something extra and it's totally free. Get that now at www.easyfunweightloss.com. All right, so today's topic, we are myth busting. We are doing some weight loss myth busting on this question. Is it really possible to enjoy your weight loss journey? Is it really possible to have fun losing weight? Is it really possible to be excited about it and to be thrilled with it? Everything I'm saying right now probably sounds like a myth. If your whole life you have been struggling to change your eating habits to get that weight off and keep it off. Because in your mind, your view of weight loss is that it's too hard, that change is not possible, that once I'm an emotional eater, I'm always an emotional eater. Once I have this problem, I will always have it, and everybody has this problem. Just look around. Look at all my friends. Look at all the people that I hang out with. They all say it's impossible. They all say it's too hard. So it must be too hard because I believe them more than I want to change how I believe because it's easier. I'm part of a group. We all complain about this problem, and we enable each other to overeat because it's comfortable, and hey, it's just how we are. Well, if that is where you're coming from, then yeah, it's going to sound like a big old rah-rah cheerleader kind of topic that it could really be possible to enjoy your weight loss journey. Well, here's the truth. To answer this question, is it really possible? Can you really enjoy your weight loss journey? The answer is yes, but not with a mindset that tells you that it's impossible, that it's too hard, that nothing works for you to lose weight, then of course it's all going to be a drag, and you're going to do everything you can to avoid making the necessary changes that you must make to get your body in the place that you say you want it to be. This is all a mind game, all of it. Well, 92.8% of it is a mind game. 7.2% is what you need to do with your eating habits, the food you eat, how much you eat, the exercise you get, all of the physical steps that you have to make the effort to do to live a healthy lifestyle. But those physical steps are nearly impossible to do, to get started with, to keep going with, to maintain and stay consistent with as a lifestyle if you don't have the head that matches, if you don't have the mindset that matches. Your body is not the one in control. Your body is being directed by your own personal, powerful computer, which is your mind. If you ever get to the point where you are willing to learn new ways and learn how to change your most powerful personal computer, then you can absolutely get to the place where you actually enjoy your weight loss journey. You can get to the place where you turn it into a game, for example. You can get to the place where you look forward to every day of your life when you get out of bed in the morning because you're excited about what you're doing for yourself and you're not sabotaging yourself. You're no longer fighting emotional eating. You're no longer fighting binge eating. But you know what? Everything I'm saying right now sounds like a bunch of wah, 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 wah. Like on the Charlie Brown shows. That's what it sounds like to you if your mindset is fat. And what is fat? Fat is F-A-T, fear attracting thoughts. And some of the foundational fears that make up a fat mindset are the fear that you're going to fail again, the fear that you're going to miss out on some kind of food that is more important than your weight loss goals, the fear that other people might ask you questions about what you're doing, especially after a lifetime of over and over and over and over again making attempts to change and failing. And so you're afraid that they're going to ask you what you're doing if you start making changes. So your fear in your fat mindset keeps you where you are. Another really big fear is fear of change, fear of the unknown. If you never have been fit, thin, healthy, beautiful in your own skin, if you've never been there, then that can be a fear. There's fear of success, there's fear of failure, there's all of these fat fears that make up a fat mindset, which again, you might want to write this down. What is fat? Fat is F-A-T, fear attracting thoughts. A fat mindset will never give you an easy, happy, fun journey to your goal weight. Never. So back to the question. Our myth-busting topic today, is it really possible to enjoy your weight loss journey? Yes, if you take action to transform your current mindset into a weight loss mindset. So the foundational fears and the foundational fat in your current fat mindset that tell you that weight loss is hard, it's impossible for me, I can't do it, I always fail, nobody else is doing it, I can't do it, none of my friends are doing it, I can't do it, it's impossible, I always fail, it's too hard. And what do you end up doing with all that garbage thinking, all that fat thinking? You eat more food because you're already telling yourself It's too hard. So, of course, you're not going to take action and you're not going to have fun. It's all going to seem like a big old pain in the butt because of your current mindset. Is this making sense? Are you getting any kind of a grasp of how powerful you are? It's all about your mind. It's all about your attitude. It's all about your mindset. If you're telling yourself it's all too hard, you're right, and you will make it hard, and you will find other people to agree with you. If instead you were to get a system of steps that you could follow, and you could create out of those steps a daily practice that puts you in your own driver's seat so that you are the one who is excited about you again and your goals and your life, and you're taking action to get what you want. One of the things you want, obviously, you want to lose weight and keep it off, correct? Otherwise, you wouldn't be listening to me talk right now, right? If you get the right tools and the right steps to follow, now the fastest way to do all that, you want to get coaching if you want to make all of this fast, right? And then make sure that you get a coach who already has the system in place. Why? To make it easier for yourself. Why wouldn't you want to do that? Especially if you've never had an easy time losing weight, how can you expect yourself to put together a daily practice that's going to make weight loss easy for you and make it fun? How would you even start with that? Does this make sense? Why wouldn't you want to have the easiest time doing this? Because the whole key here is your mindset. Get your mindset right. Get your attitude right. Get your personal computer right. And this weight loss thing will be the easiest thing you've ever done. But you have to take action to do all of this. Just hearing me say, yes, it is possible to enjoy your weight loss journey. Just hearing me say these words is just words. You have to have the action steps to gain the personal experience of it. Otherwise, there's no transformation. This is why affirmations don't work. If you don't undergo a core foundational transformation to move out of the fat-minded thinking, to move into the thin-minded thinking, if you don't have the process and the tools and the steps to follow to undergo that core, healthy, empowering transformation, then just saying the words to yourself, weight loss is easy. Oh my gosh, say it to yourself right now. Feel how irritating that is and how much you don't believe it. Just saying the words, weight loss is easy. I'm enjoying my weight loss journey. No, you're not. It's not true. So this is just a really small example, really teeny tiny example of why just saying words, just saying affirmations, when you haven't had a core inner shift, why those affirmations don't work. Does this make any sense? Does it give you any insight into why affirmations failed you in the past? Affirmations are great if you have a solid daily practice of core steps to move you out of the fat mindset into the weight loss thin mindset, which is the mindset that you've got to have that will give you the enjoyable journey to your goal weight. It'll make it fun. It'll make it easy. It doesn't mean that there will never be any hard parts, but you'll have the right tools to move through those hard parts so you won't quit like you always do up and have up until this point. Does that make sense? Okay. A weight loss mindset is not going to give you a perfect life. It's not going to give you a perfect body. It can give you the perfect body for your particular form. It could give you the perfect body that is for you, meaning that whatever cards of physical self that you've been dealt, you can make that into the best you possible. So another way to say this is, if you're trying to look like a Victoria's Secret model, but you're 5'2", you're not going to get that result. Okay? But you can take the 5'2" body you have, get it to the healthiest weight, get it to the fittest shape, and rock out with that. Okay? Does this make any sense? A lot of people set themselves up for failure before they ever get going because they're trying to achieve some kind of an unachievable goal. They're looking at images of people who are so much taller than them, or they've had butt implants and they've had chest implants and they've had their chin shaved down. They've had all kinds of plastic surgery that you can't compare yourself to unless you've had the same exact plastic surgery and you've got the same kind of body type as them. So the only person to compare yourself to is you. If you're 50 pounds overweight and it makes sense to you that that's not healthy and that you can't look your best being 50 pounds overweight, then what's the solution? Get that 50 pounds off. How do you do that? Well, you do have to change your eating habits. You've got to change your lifestyle. But how do you do that when you're telling yourself it's all too hard? When you're telling yourself, I've failed too many times? When you're telling yourself, I can't get past 3 days, I never have gotten past 3 days? When you're telling yourself, well, I haven't seen such and such weight on the scale for 30 years, so how can I do it now? Are you getting this? Is it making any sense? Am I giving you clear communication in the way that I'm explaining the fact that you are the one in control and your mind is where it's all at? If you want to make weight loss easy and fun, you got to start with your mind. And just saying words and just hearing me say these words is not enough. You have to take action. It's got to be consistent. You've got to have the right system of action steps to follow so that you change your mind and you get into the place where you believe that you deserve to get the results you've been talking about your whole lifetime, so that you finally take the action to get those results and you don't sabotage yourself anymore. This requires letting several fears go. What are those fears for you specifically? Well, that's why you want to make sure you get coaching with the right coach, because the fears that you have might not be the same fears that Karen over here has. I can give you an example of this. I've had several married weight loss coaching clients in the Inner Self Diet over the years since, I've been doing this professionally since 2009. I started my whole mind-body weight loss business in 2007, but I launched the professional coaching in 2009, and I've been doing it ever since. And over the years, I've had several married coaching clients who had the fear, they shared the same fear, that if they lost weight, they'd lose their husband. Now, logically, this might sound crazy, but to them, that was their fear. And until they dissolved and resolved and healed and moved beyond that fear, they couldn't get themselves to follow the healthy eating plan that worked for their body, because they'd always sabotage themselves because of this fear. All right? That's just one example. So you might not relate in any way at all to that fear, and you don't have to. What matters are the fears and the negative thoughts and the negative beliefs and the fat thoughts, the fat thinking, which is what all this is, all this negativity. What matters is what's stopping you personally. And if you don't get out of your own way of all of that, how can you ever expect to follow the healthy eating plan that works the best for your body? And more than likely, I'm 99.99% sure that you already know exactly what you need to do to get to your goal weight. That's not the problem. You've done it before, and it's a healthy way of eating, but you could never sustain it. You could never make it a lifestyle, and that's because of your fat thinking. Are you following me? Okay? You can't get thin and stay thin when you're telling yourself it's too hard. It's so simple. But this is all words. The actual transformation takes action to achieve it. And that can be simple if you already have the action plan laid out in front of you and you just have to follow it. And when you have the accountability and the hand holding, and you've got that coach who believes in you when you don't believe in yourself, and they help you to keep going, and they're courageous enough to be real with you when it's necessary, then you're setting yourself up for success. Are you following me? Is this making sense? If it doesn't make sense, go to my Facebook page, facebook.com/JoLynn Braley. Like the page, click the little notification check mark so you get notified when I go live or post something new. And then leave a comment on my page. Ask me a question. Say, I was listening to podcast episode number 191, and you were talking about, is it really possible to enjoy your weight loss journey? And you were saying, whatever it was that I'm saying that doesn't make sense to you. And you said this, and I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense. Post that there. That'd be awesome. I could do a follow-up podcast and do more clarifying. I'd love to have that opportunity. Otherwise, if all of this makes sense to you, what are you going to do now? Grab pen and paper, because I have some questions coming up for you to help you gain more clarity. www.easyfunweightloss.com is the place to go if you want 3 simple steps from me that I have not shared on the JoLynn Braley Show to help you start making weight loss easier from the inside out. You can get that free download now at www.easyfunweightloss.com. Okay, so on many of the episodes of the JoLynn Braley Show, on most of the episodes, unless it's a special series, something like that, I don't always do this. But on most of the episodes, I give you questions to ask yourself for the purpose of you raising your own level of awareness, which is a great place to start because all change is preceded by awareness. But the only way these questions are going to work for you is if you write each question down pen on paper and then write your answer pen on paper. You will gain the connection between your head, hand, and heart when you do that. You will also be making yourself get present with yourself. This will also force you to get out of your head as you get present with yourself, because the longer you stay spinning and worrying and obsessing and fearing in your head, the longer you're going to struggle with this whole weight loss thing. Logic will never solve this problem for you. It's not a logical problem. I'll remind you again, the quickest way out of this is coaching with the right coach who has a proven system that has worked for all the other people who have come before you. Why am I saying this? Just because I have that proven system? No, because I know from my own personal experience that the fastest progress I've ever made in any area of my life was with a coach. A coach who is professional and they're good at it. They can see what you can't see. If you listen to them and you follow their instructions and they have the right step-by-step process that gets you to a weight loss mindset, then you'll be golden. But if you just get a coach who's going to tell you, you need to modify your portions, you need to keep a food journal, you need to drink more water. Well, you know what? Those things are important. But what is that doing to give you the missing piece, which is 92.8% of the equation? That example, what they're giving you is the 7.2%. And don't you already know all of that? If you didn't have a mindset problem, why would you still be struggling when you already know what you need to do to lose weight? Does that make sense? Again, if it doesn't, go to facebook.com/JoLynn Braley. Tell me there. Write a post. Write a comment. This is episode number 191. Tell me what I said that doesn't make sense. I would be happy to do a follow-up podcast on this. What would stop a person from doing that? Because you're ashamed that you have all of these problems that millions of other people have? The shame will keep you fat. I'm pretty sure I have done some podcast episodes about that. To verify, just search in the JoLynn Braley Show. Just type in the word shame. And after I get done with this podcast today, I will do the same. And if I haven't done any episodes about that, that would be a good topic because, yeah, that's pretty heavy duty. And hiding behind the fat, staying in the shame, all it does is it motivates you to eat more food. That's the cycle that perpetuates. All right, so back to today's topic. You've got pen and paper. Pause the podcast as you need more time. First question, what is my first step towards getting a weight loss mindset? What is my first step? You're asking yourself this, okay? Because you need to put a daily practice in place that will, first of all, get you to a weight loss mindset and then will reinforce your weight loss mindset. Just like you brush your teeth every day, you need to have a daily practice for getting out of the fat-minded thinking, getting into the thin-minded thinking, and then that is what is going to make your weight loss journey enjoyable. All right? So, once again, first question, what is my first step? What is my first step towards getting a weight loss mindset? Number 2 question, how much do I really, really believe that I could enjoy my weight loss journey? Be honest. Be honest with yourself. Number 3 question, based on what I just answered in number 2, I'm coming from the place right now where my mindset is fat. How do I know this? Because I'm not doing what I could be doing, and I keep thinking it's all too hard. And I'm afraid of missing out. And I have all these other fears. So I'm not taking action. So with all that being said, the question is, if I could clear the clutter out of my head, if I could sweep away the fat thoughts, and if I could really get the right mindset, then how much do I believe that I really could enjoy my weight loss journey? Number 4 question, what would it do for me if I could honestly and sincerely be taking action each day to live healthy and fit and I could actually enjoy it. What would that do for me? Number 5 question, how many pounds lighter could I be 1 year from now? How many pounds lighter could I be 1 year from now if I were to get a weight loss mindset now? Because the weight loss mindset is going to not only get you started, get you motivated, but it's going to keep you going, and it's going to get you all the way to your goal weight, and it's going to help you maintain it for the rest of your life. So again, the question, how many pounds lighter could I be 1 year from now if I really were to take action now to get on the path to getting a weight loss mindset? And let's put one more question in here. Last question, how good would I feel about myself if I was really living this experience now? How good would I feel about myself? Detail it all out. Hey, nothing changes if you don't take action. Nothing changes if you don't get real with yourself. If you've listened to any of my Get Real episodes, you've heard me explain that in detail. In fact, the previous episode here of the JoLynn Braley Show, episode 190 of the show, that was a Get Real episode. So, you could listen to that again, or just listen to any of the Get Real episodes that I published so far here on the JoLynn Braley Show. If you just search in the JoLynn Braley Show for the words Get Real, you'll find those episodes. All right. I've been doing one a month since I launched this free weight loss podcast the first week of January 2013. All righty. So again, to bust the myth about weight loss being fun, enjoyable, and even easy, easy doesn't mean you don't make effort. Easy means that you don't sabotage yourself and get in your own way. All right. So to myth bust this one more time, is it really possible to enjoy your weight loss journey? Yes, it is, if you take action with the right steps to get the right mindset, to replace the fat mindset with a weight loss mindset. If you want help to do this, this is what I've been doing with my coaching clients since 2009. I take them through my proven step-by-step system, and it works as long as you do it. Doesn't work for anybody who just listens to me say these words and they don't ever do it. It doesn't work for anyone out there who is so caught up in their worries and fears, and they say to themselves, well, I need to know what all the steps are before I'll ever do them. Well, that's not going to happen. That's just another way for the fat mindset to keep you in your comfort zone, where you are, where you know what to expect, and where you can keep the fears and the overeating going. That's all that is. Never had any coaching client who did these steps and succeeded who allowed themselves to stay stuck in their fears, because if they'd done that, I never would have coached them and they wouldn't be where they are today. So things are so simple unless you make them hard. You're the one that makes things so difficult. Do you want different results? Yes or no? If the answer is no, keep doing what you're doing. If the answer is yes, then you have to do something different. Okay, what's the different thing you're going to do? It's got to be something different than you've ever done. If you want my help to do that, go now to www.discovery-session.com. Follow the steps. If you don't want my help to do that, great. Then what are you going to do? What is your proven system for getting a weight loss mindset so that you can finally enjoy your weight loss journey? All right? It's pretty simple unless you make it hard. Hey, thanks again for tuning in today to the JoLynn Braley Show. This has been episode number 191. My name is JoLynn Braley. I am the permanent weight loss coach who has founded the Inner Self Diet, the diet that actually works and the most important diet there is. I wish you your best life while you're living inside of your ideal body.